how to ride an electric trike uphill. Stick around. Hey everyone, I'm Dustin. I'm nearly 20 years experience in the bike and e-bike industry, and today I'm gonna show you how to ride an electric tricycle uphill. Now, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button below. Stay in touch with us here at 630. Be the first to know about all the new content we're putting out, giveaways we do, and of course, new product releases. All right, right here I've got the 630 folding fat tire e-trike. It's a 750 watt, and I'm gonna show you how to ride an e-trike uphill. Now, couple tips before we get into it. Number one, I recommend, if you can avoid it, stopping middle of a hill if you're going uphill on an e-trike, because if you're relying on the assistance, it can sometimes be difficult to get going if you stop mid-hill, depending on the grade. Now, a longer gradual grade, not as big of a problem, but if you're on a serious grade, I recommend don't stop mid-hill, because you want to keep your momentum going as you're going uphill. Now, the other thing I will say on e-trikes is, if you're a rider over 250 pounds, you may not be able to rely solely on the throttle to get you uphill. So lighter riders, depending on the motor size of your e-trike, you should be able to use the throttle to just get up the hill only. So I'll show you both ways. I'll try throttle only. Now, this is a 750 watts, got a really powerful motor, and I will do throttle only, and I will also do pedal assist up the hill as well. Now, with trikes, having the assistance is key up hills, because you have three wheels touching the ground. There's a lot of friction, a lot of drag, so the motor is really, really nice. The other thing about hills and e-trikes is, if you can avoid it, you don't want to necessarily ride parallel against a serious grade hill. You risk tipping. Now, if you do want to cut across a hill, make sure you lean towards the grade to keep your wheels balanced when you're riding. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mount here. Now, another thing too is, you can see we're in the midst of a hill here, actually. So you can start from a dead stop. It makes it a little more challenging, but you know, you can. The other thing too is, we've got gears on this e-trike. So having the gears is nice. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm actually going to ride around here. I'm in gear 5 right now. Being in your lowest gear is gonna be your best bet, and being in your highest level of assistance. So I'm gonna get my assistance up to level 5, and I'm gonna do a quick circle here, because you can't shift the gears on the trike without being moving. So let me go ahead and ride around here. Okay, now I've got it shifted down into gear 1. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. So if you can build a little momentum as you come into the hill, that is your best bet. You don't wanna start from a dead stop if you can avoid it. And let's go ahead and get going. This round, I'm just gonna do throttle only, okay? Now, depending on the grade of the hill, if it's a serious grade, you wanna probably lean forward a little bit. If it's just, you know, a grade like this, which is actually pretty decent, you can just sit normally upright. Now, I'm gonna push the throttle all the way. Now, this is a very powerful motor. I'm 230 pounds, and you can see it's getting me uphill, no problem. I'm not even using the pedaling or the pedal assist whatsoever. Now, as you increase the weight of the rider, the hills, you'll go up slower, obviously. You can see we're going about 10 miles an hour. I'm in gear 1. I've got the throttle fully engaged down here. All right, so we blasted through that hill, no problem. Okay, now I'm gonna turn around, go back down, and we will show you how we'll tackle that in pedal assist. Okay, now I'm gonna do pedal assist, and I'm gonna keep it in level 5, even though I think it's gonna be more than enough power. So again, depends on the weight of the rider. You may just wanna start it out in the highest level to ensure you can get up the hill, and then you could adjust mid-hill. Now, another thing is, I will say, if you have serious grade hills, shifting gears while you're in the middle of a hill sometimes can be problematic. So it's better to go into the hill in the lowest gear possible. But if you're on a really severe grade and you're putting a lot of torque on the pedals, it sometimes can put a lot of pressure on the derailleur, and it can be challenging to shift gears on serious grade if you're really torquing down on the pedals mid-hill. So prepare yourself, get in the lowest gear before you head into the hill. It's gonna make it much easier. Shift up if you need to while you're on the hill. All right, so let's rip. Now again, we got a really powerful motor here. Okay, so now that I know it's easily gonna power me, I'm actually over pedaling. So I'm gonna go ahead and shift the gears up, second, third. And you know what? I'm gonna back off the assistance a little bit there too. There we go. I mean, that's actually fine. Now, if I wanna really fly, I'll put it back up into 5. And that's a good, I'm in gear 5 right now, and you can see I'm still cooking. I could actually go up even higher. Let's go to 6, yeah, there we go. And now I'm really flying up the hill, 11 miles an hour. I mean, super easy. And I'm 230 pounds. So, we made it. Now you could see how easy it was to shift the gears. All right, so you could see we got a very powerful motor. It was no problem getting me up the hill at 230 pounds. You also could see, like, as I realized that the assistance was enough uphill, I started to shift the gears up to make it a little more difficult to pedal, because actually I was over pedaling. So I recommend, though, as you come into a hill on an e-trike, put it in your highest level of assistance, put it in your lowest gear. Then as you get a feel for the grade and how it's responding, you can either turn down the assistance and or shift up the gears to match the cadence of your pedaling. So just to make it as easy as possible for you, make sure you're always in the highest level of assistance and lowest gear once you enter into the hill. Remember, try not to stop midway if it's a really serious grade. Also, if it's a serious grade, you may not want to be shifting gears down. Sometimes it can create havoc on the derailleur. Now, again, more gradual grades, no problem at all. Just a couple tips there. Any other questions at all or comments, please put them below or reach out to us, the team at sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. Don't forget, this e-trike is linked in the description. It's awesome. The fat tire, 750 watt folding, easy transit. Also, we offer a 30-day test ride your e-trike policy. If you don't love it in the first 30 days, send it back. No questions asked, no money out of your pocket. In addition to that, we are going to warranty everything for 1 year. Anything goes wrong in the first year, we'll take care of it, parts and labor. Also, we have a test ride location here in San Clemente, California. It's 1046 Calle Recodo Unit K. Come visit us, test ride all of our e-trikes before you purchase. We'd love to have you. And lastly, join our community. We have a Facebook group with thousands of members in it. Join the group before you purchase to talk to existing riders to ensure you're making the right choice. Then when you have yours, post in the group, make friends, and finally download our app to track your rides and compete on the leaderboard. So thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey or experience. Enjoy the ride.